Peace, family. Back again at you with more reason, knowledge, and understanding. Now I'm saying we're now talking about religion and poverty, and y'all know the both are together and well connected. Okay, y'all know how this religion brought these Negroes poverty to their kids. Okay, drinking dirty water and all that stuff, no matter where you at, you know what I'm saying? And they talk about, they believe in so-called God. But he can't provide clean water to these kids. He can't provide no resources for these kids. It's a joke. You know what I'm saying? And then talk about their religion like they're dealing with God. They deal with God well, with Mosaic. You already know it's all bullshit, because otherwise, why will these kids, yeah? But it's BS, man. Why are these kids still don't have a proper water and food or nothing? And their parents, everybody's poor, see that reduced rising levels of poverty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, they're doing religion. Migration, politics, transitional rights, religion. What is he saying? What is he saying? Poverty in the world is a scandal. A world where there is so much wealth, so many resources to feed everyone. It is unfathomable that there are so many hungry children, that there are so many children without an education, so many poor persons. Pope Francis, June 7, 2013, people. Ain't that something? He even speaks about what he knows what the problem is. You see? He says there, it is unfathomable. He even used that word, unfathomable, people. That there are so many hungry children, that there are so many children without an education, for not to say without the next meal. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry, your church has got gold. You know? Gold for eternity. Forever. It's the belly of the kids that end up with no food. Your Christianity stuff, systemic system, you know what I'm saying? Israelites, all of them, systemic systems of poverty, keeping people poor, on the low, child poverty, inequality, all sorts of evil. And they even know and say it's unfathomable, people. It's unfathomable. It's having fun on it. Black church leaders challenge. Would be a good thing to to have a look at that. Hold on. We want to just have a check this website. Black church leaders challenge Hillary Clinton on religious freedom. Race and poverty call for meeting. Interesting. Where is the article? Is there any article? No? No? It's on Facebook? Bye-bye. You know? Can any religious person explain? That sounds interesting. Why religion and poverty, illiteracy go together? Religion, Nederland. See that? The most religious countries are usually the most suffering from poverty. America is the most religious country in the West. African Americans are the most religious race in America, and they rank in high poverty levels, the highest poverty levels. America ranks among the worst in healthcare availability among the West. Nigeria, Somalia, Sudan, and Ghana rank among the most religious countries in the world. Also, they rank high in poverty. The poorest states in Nigeria came from the north, which are more religious since they follow a religious Sharia law. What is with religion and poverty? For every rich pastor, there are thousands of church members suffering in sheer poverty. Right. It's true, people. These are just comments of other people that, But what they said here is on the money that these religious boys, their countries are the poorest. How do you explain? They are the most religious, but the one that are the most poor of all are the religious dudes. How do you explain that? Did their God curse them for being too religious? Could that be possible? Or they curse themselves? I don't know. You guys need to explain why they are the most poorest. But like the most bankrupt of them. See that? They all chained religion and poverty. All chained in the cross. Dead Jesus in the cross. Okay, I need to remind you. Chained to the cross. Slave. Israelite. Christian light. All them slaves of a system of Yahweh beast system. Okay? So we teach you in this channel to, wake the hell up. Don't let them fool you with your reality or nothing. Because they change reality. All you see is poverty out of their religions. Yeah? It's just poverty that comes out of it. And the destruction of the earth. And the foolery. That is even against their own religion. Lies that are against their own lying spirits. How can you explain that? US child poverty rates reached records. They are religious. But, we're gonna have a carpet of gold in Rome to walk down, you know what I'm saying? No joke. See that? Big cities, people. Big cities, people. People dying in the street begging. There's no resources for them. Old men begging. That's how merciful Babylon is for you. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps saying the same thing that you already know, and he already knows why you're poor and everything. But you love your God. Good luck with that. Okay? Because it shows there the graphics that, all the religious countries are the most poorest of all. Because they can have nothing. And their God ain't about giving them nothing. Just charging them taxes and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? No giving lands or nothing. No resources or nothing, totally starving them of resources, enslave them in low-paid jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't build, you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? And made all that technology like a gold rush thing. You know what I'm saying? They all run for this new technology. They have smartphones and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And they all got deceived because the whole thing was about recording what you're talking about, watching you online. You know what I mean? Tracing what website you visit, all that crap. You know what I'm saying? And when the boom came and they selling all these devices, how happy the people was. Oh my God, we can see God now. You know what I'm saying? When all these devices came out, that's what they be acting like. But the stuff is just to keep you in that cube, the chronological cube of slavery and poverty. Okay? And if you notice, they wouldn't update these devices to serve you. This is the end cut of these devices. They're not gonna. The next step of these devices, anything they make new on these devices, is to watch you, is to, see how much you met, how tall you are, how where you've been walking, where you went for a walk, all this kind of stuff. These are their software improvements. You know what I'm saying? It's something that is there hunting on you, a big organization preventing you from being you, keeping all the resources. You know what I'm saying? And giving you hell. Bringing storms on you. Every religious congregation. We could go on and on reading these articles. Just all of them gonna tell you that these religious guys are the most poorest of all in their own economic system that they created. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Their own economic system, religio economic system, governments, everything. You know what I'm saying? Roman Empire, Christianity, politics, and you see, they love that shit. They love that Roman Empire stuff, Caesar, you know what I'm saying? The laws of Caesar, how Caesar was a pagan anyway, and never gave a damn about no damn Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And the Romans were the ones that killed Jesus anyway, but they're gonna, be both. They are Romans and they are Christians. And they read all the stuff from the Romans and the Greeks and the Christians that wrote this same book of the martyr Jesus. Okay? It's all a joke. Global network of religious. Hold on. We could give them a visit. That's fresh. That's 22. GNC South Africa was launched 26 June. Durban, South Africa, at the ceremony brought together 60 participants. Among them, leaders from 7 different faiths, namely Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Baha'i, and Jewish communities. 12 GNRC South Africa committee members led by Ms. Said, the GNRC South African coordinator, children representatives, religious leaders, and a professionals from the Islamic Medical Association of South Africa attended the occasion. Okay, GNRC South Africa Lounge. Okay, GNRC Secretary General Mustafa Aya Ali, together with the Arigato International Nairobi Secretariat team, joined members from GNRC South Africa to launch the GNRC South Africa Committee. In attendance were Miss Maria Lucia Urib, if I'm expressing it, the director Origato International, Geneva, and the End of the Poverty director, Reverend Fred Nyabera. A lot been going on, yeah. Seydom Said welcomed the guests by appreciating them for making time to honor and celebrate children. Okay, they're going to be talking representatives from all faiths represented who led the opening prayers. Children, led by Mowat Park High School, recited a spectacular dance poem with messages and peace, justice, joy, love, and hope. Right. They have these gatherings, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to be reading all that stuff, but you got them in South Africa with these religious meetings going on. But poverty is still there, people. That's the problem. The poverty never goes. Because the system is all automated by this religious machine. Okay? They all in poverty, and doom. They all always talk about military wars, you know what I'm saying? Which brings more and more poverty. Because there's some oil tycoon that needs some land, then there's a war, and millions go starving because of a stupid war that doesn't involve nobody that is poor and in trouble for a living and doesn't have no research or nothing, and is supposed to be lined up. What? Go fight your war? That's craziness. You know what I'm saying? It's insanity that these people teach out there. Why? It's all the religious guys that fight and are behind all these wars that destroy and consume the humanity itself. And then be telling you can say nothing while they rot your life to hell. You know what I'm saying? All the BS they give you, even this, what do you think this is? All a BS. Yeah. Muslim women in sports. Really? Are you not breaking your commandments? Competing with men like that? Alright. It's just where they want, then this thing is valid. And when it's something else, it's not valid. No, if you can't do what men do, you can't be lifting up weights. Are you kidding? Religious conflict in Nigeria. See that? That's all it breeds, brothers and sisters. Chaos and destruction. Vanity, death, chaos, and destruction. This is why I teach you about what this evil is doing to the world. Because, we're going nowhere with all this chaos that they create in religious conflicts of bullshit. Yeah, I don't care what side is right. It's all bullshit and bring poverty. You know what I'm saying? That's why these niggas are always in the back. No matter what year you go, you travel to in the past. You want to go to the 80s, they were doing the same thing. You want to go to the 90s, they were doing the same things. Religious wars. and words of interest. But normally, it's all in Africa. It's always religious words that destroy that place from one end to another. They change names, they change faces, they change everything. And these people don't even know who the hell they are. That's why they all gotta be religious. Because they, their own history tells you what happened back then when they came in and the Jesuits were out there forcing everybody to, you got, accept Jesus or bye-bye. We don't care about your spirituality. That's what they were doing. And they took them over like that. And the other one came with his religion and did the same. They all do this. Yeah. So it's something that was imposed on them, as I explained to you before, by force, and at the same time changed their IDs and took the land at the same time, because they don't own nothing in the land now. They all just peasants. They all just numbers. They all just in a lab. You know what I mean? That's what's happening in Africa and all these continents we out here. We're not free to do nothing. It's all run by these religions that I tell you guys about, and Yahweh and these fallen angels. Who else do you think is running this system? Yeah, they can give you a lot of other names and stuff, but just being real with you. Yeah, the all Nefis. Yeah. Actors responsible for poverty in Africa. Yeah. It's always the same thing. They're still in the donkey state. See what I'm saying? See that? See what I'm saying? Many places in Africa, they're still in the donkey state. It never moved. But, they got religious conflicts. When the people are oppressed, don't have no resources, can't do nothing, are not free. But you got these religious dudes going around and oppressing each other even more because, they got to be divided. How do you do? I told you guys, they came from Samaria, they made governments, and governments, they keep us divided. Otherwise, there will be no government if everybody worked together and where there will be no need of that. What for? What for? To take all your resources and then tell you that, if you work hard, maybe you can, achieve something? It's a joke, people. This is for the, dum-dums. If I want, I'm just being honest. And what they do for that, they'll do anything in this broken society for money. They are servants of money. You understand that? All of them. How do you think they control them? The gold rush, as I explained to you. That's it, man. I'm gonna stop now. I love you all. All best, Most High. Peace.